Kings 19, 8, 1 Kings 7, 18 through 20. So he made pillars, and there was 2 rows about on one network. And so these pillars here are for both decoration and to support this. And there were 2 rows round about in one network to cover the capitals that were at the top of the pillars. So did he to the other capital. So this is mainly for decoration purposes. These capitals weren't something that was truly needed. It was just something he wanted. Oftentimes we do things we want. The fact is, he was raising taxes, he was spending tax dollars, and people were becoming upset. This would cause division later, do the same thing. We know how people react to tax increase day. It's never positive. That wasn't different back then. And he was investing their money in what he had. People would see it as a waste, as sometimes it's seen that way today. Somebody else spending your money. Verse 19. The capitals that were on the top of the pillars in the porch were of lily work 4 cubits. Okay, lily is a sign of tranquility, peace. So what he's saying is this is a place of peace. But this is his palace. This is his court. The idea, I guess, is that he's going to be the one that keeps the peace. Although it should have been God. Although the priests were the ones required to keep the law, not the king. So he's kind of overstepping his ground because of what other cultures do. We can see him applying to what others do. Here's the thing, as Christians, we're not to set our standard by other people. We're just to follow after the standard God has set for us. Solomon should have followed after the standards God was setting for him, rather than look to the other world, other people of the world, because of what they were doing. The people of the world didn't have God. As Christians, we have God, but the people of the world don't. So we can live to a higher standard than they ever could. Okay, verse 20. There were capitals above, also on 2 pillars, by the belly which was beside the network, and the pomegranates were 200 in a row round about on the other capital. Now, pomegranates, oddly enough, stand for God's law, because there was said to be as many seeds in the pomegranate as there was laws that God gave. And so this is why it's recognized as that. So this is symbol for, the lily is a symbol for peace, and the pomegranate is a symbol for keeping the law, recognizing God's law. While him recognizing God's law and trying to use it to keep peace is good, there's a place for the priest, not the king. While he's trying to do something good, he's overstepping his bounds. Oftentimes that's one of the ways we fall into trouble. We get burned out. We see it as good, but God don't want us to do it, and we overstep our bounds and try to do it anyway, and that's when we fall. We burn out. And Solomon ultimately would fall. Was it because he's taking on too much? Was it because he's looking too much at himself? I think it is a factor of a number of things. And when we fall, usually it isn't just one thing. There may be one big thing that puts us off the edge, but most of the time it's multiple things. Instead of striving to build up our kingdom, we should be trying to live for His.